Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, kids of all ages, welcome back to City Skylines. So, those of you that caught the live stream on Wednesday, there wasn't much of a live stream to catch. We streamed for about an hour, right? And some weird stuff happened. I'm not sure exactly what it was, but we didn't have any audio. We didn't have any audio at all, and I'm not sure why. So we streamed for an hour, and all you guys saw was this. Right? All you saw was me moving around the screen and putting things down and doing stuff, but you didn't hear any of my words, and I want to apologize for that because there's really no excuse for that. There were a couple of things that we were trying to work on, and I was actually trying to get some feedback from some folks, but we couldn't get any feedback because, well, you guys couldn't hear what was being said, so you couldn't hear what my questions were. You know, we put in a stadium out here. We added a few other things out here, like another rail terminal. I'm not sure if we actually need that or not, but we put in more oil reserves, so we put in the terminal to kind of handle it. And look at this. I mean, there's a lot of trucks going in and out of there. We also were talking about what to do over here. This was a residential zone, but it's not anymore. It's been rezoned as commercial, right? Or was it? Yeah, it was commercial. We rezoned it as commercial because everybody had moved out because most of our citizens now are living over here in the high rent district. So. But yeah, we were trying to figure out some stuff, and I was not getting any feedback. And I do have one kind of complaint, so to speak, about the stream on Wednesday. There were a few people that popped in and out. None of my regulars were there. I know that life gets in the way sometimes, and you guys can't join every stream. But none of my regulars were there, and so the people that were popping into the stream were people that were just trying to check out and see what I was working on, what I was doing. And not one person said, dude, no audio, or hey, I can't hear anything, what's going on, or anything like that. People just kind of let me just kind of keep moving around the screen and no words, and then they just left. And so I was kind of getting a complex about it. I was like, what, do I have bad breath or something? It was kind of funny. Looking back on it now, it's funny. And I'm not blaming those people at all for not saying anything to us. Not blaming any those people at all for not saying anything to us about not having an audio. As a content creator, that's on me, right? I'm the one that has to make sure that that the stream or the video or whatever it is I'm trying to put out there for you guys that it's watchable, and I didn't do that. My microphone was turned on, my audio meter showed that it was picking up audio and all that, but I didn't verify it. I didn't listen to the stream. I didn't have somebody else in the house listen to the stream and make sure that everything was working. And so that's on me, right? I get that. So what are we going to do today? Now that that's all out of the way, let's take a look at what we're going to do today. It says that we need more industrial, and so I've kind of been looking at what we could do industry-wise to make this world a little bit better, to make this map a little bit better. And so we've been doing really well out here with the oil fields. The oil fields seem to be doing very, very well. And I want to say that if we come in here and we look at the natural resources, we've pretty well got most of the oil taken care of. We've got this space right over here, which I think we've got that districted. We do. So I could add some more oil fields here, which I think I'm probably going to go ahead and do that, just because it makes sense, right? We do have some commercial stuff in here that maybe doesn't make sense for that area, but we've got our residential area over here, which is for the people that kind of work out here. So maybe it does kind of make sense to have a little bit more industrial oil fieldy type stuff out in this area. So we're going to go ahead and put that in. But I want to make sure that I do this in such a way that I don't create any more problems for our, for the existing traffic patterns. I mean, look at this. There's so much traffic out here, right? We tried to do a little bit with bus lines also in the stream. So we've got some bus lines going around down here, and that helped a little, but not much. So I am going to need you guys' help to help me figure out what in the world we're going to do about the traffic issues that we've got in this world. I suspect that we're going to need to have some kind of bigger road. So we're going to go ahead and put in one-way roads all the way around this place, right? Let's get in here so that we can actually kind of look straight down on this. And I want to, how do I want to do this? I think I want to do it from up here. So yeah, I think I can do it from here, can't I? I really can't. Yeah, it kind of needs to be here. So let's go ahead and bring this in. It won't let me because the space is already occupied. What is in that space? Is that a medical clinic? So let's move the medical clinic. Relocate building. Yes, let's put it on this side. I think that'll make it better. Now we can come back over here and we can grab this road and we can come in here just like a show. Yeah, we want to make this we kind of want to make this as parallel as we can to this existing stuff over here off to the left, right? Left, correct. Yeah. So let's go there. Can I go this way now? Yes, I can. And if we go like this, so that goes out one set of blocks. That's another set of blocks. Why? There we go. So if I go here, no, right? Right there. Yeah. And then we come up this way. Nope, that's not what I wanted. Let's go there. Right there? Yeah, that's probably what I want. Well, not exactly, but it'll work. Now this should not be one way. This should not be one way at all. So let's come out here just a little bit further and go up this way. Can I get into this? I can. I can get into that. Okay, cool. That actually will help out a little bit, I think. Let's get rid of this. And I want to, as much as I don't, well, okay, so we could come in here just like this, and if we put another road right here, right? But this will be a two-way road, so the trucks have to come in this way, they can come up here and come back, and then they have to go out this way, right? So let's see if we can make that do what we want it to do. Let's see if we can make that work in such a way that it's not going to cause a problem for us. So we can bring that road all the way up to there, right? Yeah. Now let's go ahead and put in some industrial right here. And I guess it's probably fine that we do it like this. Let's go boom and go like, sure, why not? Oh wow, this is going to give me all kinds of grief, isn't it? Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, sure, why not? And then the same thing over here, put all this in, right? So now that's all going to be that, and we can put in the water because the water is kind of a crucial kind of a thing. Let's just go like this. And then some water right here too. That takes care of that. That should get everybody taken care of there. And then power shouldn't be an issue. I mean, they seem to be building up okay. Power should not be an issue. Yeah, power's coming in just fine. So all of that should be in good shape now. Does it seem to be filling in okay? I think so. Go away, bird. I don't want to see you right now. Yeah, I think that's probably going in okay. I think that's going to be all right. So that should clear up some of our industrial issues for now, and it also looks like we're going to have to get into a little bit more residential here soon too, which surprises me a little bit because we haven't needed any residential in a while, and we are losing citizens. We've lost 125. I'm not quite sure why that is. That's kind of interesting. This seems to be a good addition. This seems to be a really good addition. Is it? I mean, yeah, there's trucks going in and out of there. Sure. Okay. Now, the bus line that we put in, that was down here, and that kind of takes us all around the city. Where's that bus line at? Let's go to transportation. Yeah, so here's the bus line that we put in. We put in a bus station here, kind of centered on the the entertainment type stuff that we've got. One goes out here and it picks up people from the train station, and then it comes down over here also, and it goes around like the commercial district and the residential district and all that. So that's kind of in a good shape right at the moment. But it does look, well, I mean, well, we're losing less citizens now, and it might be because we've got more jobs now, possibly. Things are kind of holding steady, which is good. Things are holding very steady, which is good. I'm kind of impressed by that. We could make this a more another like high density residential area if we need to. I'm kind of waiting for this to kind of jump up and see what it wants. But then the other thing that we talked about in a live stream last week was this area down here. This area down here we could make kind of like the suburbs, so we could have access off of the two interstates. We could have access off of the main drag going into the road, or into the city. So this whole side over here could kind of be residential. And what I'm thinking we might be able to do is we might be able to put in kind of like a suburby type neighborhood. I've got a little plan for this, and I think it might be as good a time as any to kind of put that in. So I'm saying a lot. Have you guys noticed that? I'm saying in this particular series, I say a lot, and it drives me batty, and I don't know how to stop it. It's just weird. It's just weird because I like to think out loud. And then when I'm thinking, I go and it's just I know it has to drive you people absolutely insane. There it went again. So I guess what I'm looking at, I guess the feedback that I'm looking for is what should we do next, right? I've been kind of looking at an aerial view of the city. This area in here is developing really nicely, but we are kind of at a standstill. That being the case, it might be time to really start looking at a complete overhaul of our city. Now we'll probably do more on this when we get back to our regular live streams next week, but we definitely need to do something. I think that we're looking at a good scenario down here as far as residential goes. I think that we might be looking at a good scenario down here as far as residential goes. But how to implement that? That's where I struggle a little bit. So I'd really love to hear you guys' feedback. One of the things that I'm thinking about doing is there are a couple of residential neighborhoods that I have seen like aerial views of in the past that I think would look really cool, but I don't know how well they would perform in a simulation-based game. I guess what we can do is we can just go for it. We can just try it, right? But if you guys have any suggestions on how to implement this, that's kind of what I really need to hear from you. I know that I've got some pretty dedicated followers to this series that have given me some great advice in the past, and so I'm hoping that those guys will kind of chime in and give us some of those better suggestions here as well. So let's take a look and see how this is doing. It did okay, but our demand is low right now, and our demand for residential is low right now, and we are losing population. We're down to 34,000 people. What can we do to get people to come here? What seems to be the issue? Where's our happiness meter? Is everybody happy? No. These folks aren't happy. Oh, that's a tractor. Never mind. Those folks seem to be happy. This guy's not happy. What's this guy not happy about? This house right here. What's not happy here? There's nobody living there. That's why there's nobody happy. Is that something that needs to be torn down? Maybe. Oh, wait, what's this? What's going on here? There's nobody living here either. Okay. Is it because do those buildings need to be demolished? Let's take a look and let's get out of here and see if we can see what's going on there. It doesn't say that it's abandoned, doesn't it? Well, now there's 6 of 7 people living there. Okay, so that's kind of weird. This one here says 0 of 70. High doesn't... you know what? We're going to tear that thing down. Goodbye. See ya. What about this one? Maybe it was this one that was the problem for us. Was it this one? No, those folks are happy. Those folks are happy. Those folks are happy. So where was the one that wasn't happy? I must have lost it. I think that's the one that I just tore down. That seems to be okay now. Seems to be. What do we got going on over this way? We do have some buildings over here that are causing us some grief, so let's go ahead and get rid of those. Get rid of you. We got a park over here that's really not doing much of anything right now because, well, there's nothing out here anymore. I tore down all the houses in the live stream because, I mean, there was nobody living here, right? I mean, there was absolutely nobody living here. Our industry is creeping back up just a little bit, so that's good. So that should mean that we should get a few more places built out here. Yeah, there's a place going in right there now, so that's good. They're clamoring for workers, so that should mean that we've got a slight increase in residential that we should see. But it's really, I mean, it's there, but it's not like really, really there, you know what I'm saying? And we've got all of this area up here, too, that we could do something with. So we're going to have to think about that, too. All right. Well, that being the case, what should I do next? I know that you guys can't give me any feedback on that because this is not a live stream, and that's fine. How are we looking on our services? So, like, pollution's not super bad. So we don't have to worry about that. Oh, there's something over here that needs to get demolished? Really? I didn't know that. Oh, there are. There are some things over here that need to get demoed. All right. So let's get rid of the old pollution statistic right here. Yeah, there are some things down here that need to get demolished. Huh. See ya. Oh, wait. What? That's abandoned. Go away. You go away, and you go away. You go away. Oops. I think I just tore down the wrong building. I did. That's fine. What else do we got over here? Anything? No, I think that'll do. Is this still residential? Might be. Yeah, those are still residential, so those are fine. But there's nothing over here that's making the property value go up. Our land values. Let's take a look at our land values. So these are pretty mediocre. Like this is hot. So this is high value stuff right here, and that's great. But all of this out through here, well, it says that it's high value stuff. So maybe if we put in, we are getting a little bit of an increase in residential again, but it's, yeah, as soon as I say that, it goes back down. Maybe one of the things that we need to look at is instead of having all of this residential, maybe we need to tear some of it down. Maybe. I don't know. Tear some down and reconfigure some things. I mean, it's just a matter of kind of what we want to do here. So this is where I run into my difficulties. I want this series to be like really. I want this series to be really amazing. But I don't know what I'm doing. I honestly don't know what I'm doing. That's why most people call me an enderptainer. 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 Because I derp around a lot. And I try to figure things out. And sometimes I do a okay job at it, and other times I don't do so good at all. So I need your help. Help me out, guys. Help me figure out how we're going to do this, what the next thing should be. I really do look forward to your feedback. We are going to cut this episode just a little bit short today. We're at about 20 minutes, and I really am looking for what can we do to make this better? What can we do to make this town start growing again? because we're really not, we're kind of stale, we're kind of stagnant. We don't need any commercial, we don't need any industrial, we don't need any residential. It's just not picking up anymore. I mean, they're calling for workers out here, and typically, from the way I understand it, if they're calling for workers, that means that you need residential, but the graph really isn't showing that. So that's where I'm at. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, make sure you hit that like button. Also, don't forget to subscribe. Likes and subscriptions help out very, very much when it comes to those pesky YouTube search results. The other thing that helps out a lot is comments, so make sure you leave your comments down in the comment section below. Don't forget to, if you do hit that subscribe button, or if you're already subscribed, also click on that notification bell that's right next to the subscription button, because that's how you get notified that new content has hit the channel. Don't forget to hit me up on the Discord channel. The link for that will be down in the description. Also, don't forget to check out my Patreon page. Most of you are probably aware that there is this adpocalypse going on YouTube right now, and a lot of content from creators is getting demonetized. And while I haven't been hit really hard with that, my channel's not that big and I don't get a lot of ad revenue anyway. This is a great opportunity for you to be able to get behind the channel and what the channel stands for, and that is good quality family entertainment, a chance for everybody to learn together, and a chance for you to be involved in making this channel a better place for everyone that wants to come and watch. So check me out on Patreon if you feel led to. Check me out over there. Make a pledge. Don't forget to hit me up on the Discord channel so that we can chat about this, chat about the City Skylines series and the Minecraft series that we're playing in, and then just general all around good fun to be had by all. So anyway, thanks so much for watching, folks, and until next time, we will catch you on the flip side. We'll see you later. Bye bye. A very special thanks to my Patreon support staff. If you'd like to become a Patreon patron, visit my page at www.patreon.com/rb_plays to find out more details.